In the peaceful town of Ashford, a young girl named Emily finds herself caring for her grandmother's chickens and dreams of turning a simple farm task into something greater. But when a devastating fire threatens everything she holds dear, Emily must summon courage and resilience beyond her years. Supported by family and community, she embarks on a journey of hope, growth, and unexpected challenges. This is a story of strength rooted in the land and the unbreakable bonds that shape us all. In the quiet town of Ashford, Virginia, a young girl named Emily Thompson found herself drawn to the peaceful rhythms of country life. Unlike many teenagers her age, she felt a deep connection to the land and the animals that surrounded her grandmother's old farmhouse. Every morning, Emily would wake to the soft clucks of chickens and the smell of fresh earth, a world away from the bustling city she once knew. Her grandmother, Margaret, was a gentle woman whose wisdom seemed woven into the very soil beneath their feet. Together, they nurtured a bond that was as strong as the roots of the trees standing tall around them. Emily's days were filled with new tasks and lessons: how to care for the chickens, gather fresh eggs, and understand the delicate balance of nature. At first, it was just a simple chore, something to keep her busy while her grandmother rested. But Emily's heart began to stir with something more, a quiet hope that these humble beginnings might grow into something bigger. The simplicity of the farm life carried a profound sense of peace and promise, whispering stories of resilience and the power found in small, steady efforts. It was a world where patience and care created magic from the everyday. One crisp autumn morning, as golden leaves drifted lazily to the ground, Emily shared a bold idea with her grandmother. "What if I start selling the eggs in town? Maybe people would like fresh eggs from the farm." Margaret smiled warmly, her eyes shining with encouragement. "It's a wonderful thought, dear. The land teaches us many lessons, and courage is the first. If you believe in it, I will help you every step of the way." That simple exchange planted a seed of ambition in Emily's heart, a dream that mingled with the dawn light, ready to grow. As word began to spread about the fresh eggs from the Thompson farm, Emily felt a mix of excitement and nervousness. With her friend Jake by her side, helping to spread the news through flyers and online posts, the business slowly took shape. The townsfolk were drawn not just to the product, but to the story of a determined girl embracing her roots and forging a new path. Each sale was a step toward something hopeful, a reminder that even in quiet places, dreams could take flight. And yet, beneath the surface, challenges waited patiently in the shadows, ready to test Emily's resolve. Life in Ashford wasn't always easy, especially when old traditions met the changing tides of a modern world. Emily soon realized that not everyone welcomed her small business with open arms. The most vocal opponent was Mrs. Collins, the owner of the largest, most industrialized poultry farm nearby. She viewed Emily's fresh, homegrown eggs as a threat to her established dominance. Behind her polished smile, there was a simmering resentment, a fear of losing control over the market she had ruled for years. This quiet tension soon began to cast a shadow over Emily's hopeful venture. Despite the cold stares and whispered doubts, Emily refused to back down. She poured her energy into caring for her chickens and improving her product, believing deeply in the value of honesty and hard work. With Margaret's steady guidance and Jake's practical help, she learned how to manage the business side of things, juggling school and farm life with surprising grace. Each morning brought new lessons about perseverance, community, and the simple beauty of being connected to the earth. It was a dance between challenges and hope, and Emily was determined to keep moving forward. Then one fateful night, everything changed. The peaceful quiet of the farm was shattered by the flicker of flames consuming the beloved chicken coop. The fire roared through the night, sending plumes of smoke into the dark sky. Emily and Margaret watched helplessly as the home they'd nurtured went up in smoke. Their hearts broke alongside the crackling wood, but amid the ashes, something stronger began to burn. A fierce determination to rebuild and to find out who was behind this devastation. The loss was devastating, but it marked the beginning of a deeper fight. In the days that followed, the small town of Ashford rallied around Emily and her family. Neighbors brought tools, food, and words of comfort, reminding her that she was never truly alone. But Emily's mind was restless, driven by the need for answers and justice. Slowly, pieces of the puzzle began to surface, subtle clues, strange footprints, and suspicious sightings that pointed to one unlikely culprit. This revelation stirred the town and challenged Emily's strength in ways she never imagined, setting the stage for a battle that went beyond business. Confronting Mrs. Collins was never going to be easy, but Emily knew she had to face the truth head-on. Gathering her courage, she approached the imposing woman's sprawling farm with Jake by her side, heart pounding with every step. The confrontation was tense. Mrs. Collins' icy gaze and sharp words cut through the quiet afternoon air. Yet beneath her anger and denial, Emily sensed fear, a fear of losing everything she had built. When Mrs. Collins finally confessed to starting the fire, the whole town seemed to hold its breath, the weight of betrayal hanging heavy between them. News of the confession spread quickly through Ashford, shaking the tight-knit community to its core. But instead of dividing them, the crisis brought people closer together, united by a shared sense of justice and support for Emily's courage. The local farmers, shopkeepers, and neighbors stepped up, offering their hands and hearts to help rebuild what had been lost. The fire had been an act of destruction, but it also ignited a spark of solidarity and hope that no flame could consume. It was a reminder that resilience often rises strongest from the ashes. With the community's support, Emily and Margaret worked tirelessly to reconstruct the chicken coop and revitalize their farm. Days blended into weeks, filled with the sounds of hammering nails and laughter shared over cups of warm tea. Jake organized fundraisers and spread the story far beyond Ashford, drawing attention and goodwill from nearby towns. Every egg collected now carried not just the promise of fresh food, but the story of a young girl who refused to be broken by adversity. Slowly but surely, the farm blossomed into a symbol of hope and renewal. Through it all, Emily discovered a strength within herself she hadn't known existed, a well of courage nurtured by her grandmother's wisdom and the community's love. The simple act of caring for her chickens became an act of defiance and creation. She learned that true success wasn't just about business or profit, but about standing tall in the face of hardship and inspiring others to do the same. The farm was no longer just a place of work. It was a testament to the power of family, friendship, and faith in a better tomorrow. As spring unfolded over Ashford, new life breathed vitality into the farm and the town alike. Emily watched with pride as chicks hatched under the warm glow of the morning sun, each one a fragile symbol of renewal and endless possibility. The rhythm of farm life became a soothing melody, guiding her through moments of doubt and exhaustion. With every task, she felt more connected to the earth beneath her feet, to the lessons passed down from Margaret, and to the community that had embraced her journey. It was in these simple, quiet moments that hope truly took root. Jake remained steadfast, his loyalty unwavering as he helped Emily navigate the challenges of growing the business. Together, they brainstormed new ways to reach customers, experimenting with fresh packaging and stories that highlighted the farm's unique history. The online presence grew, drawing attention from neighboring counties eager to support a small, honest farm. But success was never guaranteed, and Emily knew that sustaining their dream meant constant effort, adaptation, and the courage to face whatever storms might come next. Despite the progress, tension lingered in Ashford. Mrs. Collins' fall from grace had unsettled the fragile balance of power, and whispers of rivalry and grudges lingered in the background. Emily felt the weight of these undercurrents, but refused to let fear dictate her path. Instead, she chose to focus on what truly mattered: the land, the animals, and the people who believed in her. Every egg sold was a small victory, a quiet triumph of resilience over fear, and a testament to the beauty found in embracing one's roots. The seasons changed, bringing both hardships and joys, weaving a rich tapestry of experience that shaped Emily's growth. She learned to listen to the land's subtle cues: when to plant, when to rest, and when to push forward. Each day was a story unfolding, full of unexpected challenges and moments of grace. And as the farm thrived, so did Emily's spirit, growing stronger, wiser, and more determined to honor the legacy of her grandmother and the land they both loved. One summer evening, just as the sun dipped below the rolling hills, Emily received unexpected news that would change everything. A popular local farmers market announced a competition for the best fresh produce and farm products in the region. This was a chance to showcase her farm's eggs on a much larger stage, a dream opportunity to prove her resilience and the value of her work. But the stakes were high, and the pressure to succeed weighed heavily on her young shoulders. Could she turn this chance into a breakthrough? With Jake's encouragement and Margaret's calm wisdom, Emily prepared tirelessly. She carefully selected the finest eggs, polished each carton, and crafted heartfelt stories to share with the judges about the journey of the farm. The days leading up to the competition were filled with nervous energy, but also excitement and hope. The whole town rallied behind her, their belief fueling Emily's determination. It was more than a contest. It was a celebration of their community's spirit and the hard-won lessons of courage and unity. On the day of the competition, the marketplace buzzed with energy, vibrant stalls bursting with colors and scents. Emily stood among the farmers, feeling a mix of awe and nerves. The judges moved from booth to booth, tasting, inspecting, and listening to the stories behind each product. When they reached Emily's stand, her heart raced as she shared her story, a tale of fire and rebuilding, of hope and unbreakable will. The crowd listened, moved by the authenticity shining through every word and every egg. When the winners were announced, Emily's name rang out, a moment of triumph that echoed far beyond Ashford. She had won first prize, but more importantly, she had won respect and recognition for her passion and perseverance. The victory was sweet, but it also marked the beginning of a new chapter, one filled with greater challenges and exciting possibilities. And through it all, Emily knew she was never alone, surrounded by the love of her family and community. With her newfound success, Emily's farm blossomed into a beacon of hope for Ashford and beyond. Orders poured in from neighboring towns, and her story inspired others to embrace the beauty of simple, honest living. Yet, even as the business grew, Emily stayed grounded, remembering the early mornings with her grandmother and the lessons of patience and resilience. She understood that true success was not just measured by profits, but by the strength of character forged through trials and the bonds woven with those who believed in her. The challenges of balancing growth with sustainability kept Emily humble and focused. She refused to lose the connection to the land that had shaped her journey, carefully managing every new step with care and respect for nature. Margaret's quiet presence remained a steady anchor, a reminder of where they had started and the values that would guide them forward. Together, they dreamed of a future where the farm could continue to nurture not only chickens, but also hope and community spirit. In time, Emily found herself mentoring other young dreamers, sharing her story and encouraging them to find their own paths in harmony with the earth. Her journey had become more than a personal victory. It was a legacy of courage and perseverance that inspired a new generation. The farm, once a small project born of necessity, grew into a symbol of resilience and unity, a testament to the power of dreams nurtured with love and grit. Emily's story became woven into the fabric of Ashford, a beacon shining brightly in the heart of the countryside. As the sun set over the rolling hills, casting a warm golden glow on the farm, Emily stood beside Margaret, feeling a profound gratitude for the journey they had shared. The simple life they had built was rich with meaning, a tapestry of hope, strength, and community. And in that quiet moment, Emily knew that no matter what the future held, she had found her place, a place where courage met compassion and dreams grew like the eggs she lovingly gathered each day. Thank you for joining Emily's journey from a small farm in Ashford to a story of hope and resilience. If you enjoyed this tale, please subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss more inspiring stories like this.